You know, grassroots is where the change happens. The people make that change. And it's always at the grassroots level. So we can partner up and start moving together, and our generations are going to be secure. Getting involved in solar, my profession was structural steel. So I helped to build a lot of man-made wonders, high-rises, bridges and that. In 1995, I returned here, and I had a calling for the land, so to speak. I wanted to return home. I missed the language, the culture, the song, the dance, the ceremonies. Our way of life is all based around Ampetuwi Trawonia Wakan, the life-giving force of the sun. So taking this new way and honoring the old way and then becoming sustainable. So 1997 is when I really got involved in solar, because I found how solar tied into the indigenous way of life. We honored the sun, we coexist here on the earth, and then furthermore got involved in, tiny homes. I got involved in several different types. Today we're building the second of the cellular concrete home. If you're going to build a home, from the get-go, immediately think efficiency. Then you can put a solar array up on the roof, which is going to be much smaller than you expected, and you'll see the savings for 30 plus years.
Been working with Henry Red Cloud here for about 4.5 years now, trying to bring energy independence and quality, dignified, efficient houses to folks here on the Pine Ridge. There's a need for about 20,000 homes. Conventional construction, it just puts it out of the realm of possibility. The homes that you'd find out here are not made for this climate. They're oftentimes old FEMA trailers, a lot of them condemned before they even arrive, often black mold infested, certainly not efficient enough to take a South Dakota winter. It's been common in my 4.5, 5 years out here. Here's somebody that we know, a family member of theirs, died of exposure.
I just think the important piece is that, we're trying to put something together here that is a full package. We want to work to provide not just shelter over time, but get partnerships together so that we can address the food piece, the water piece, the connectivity piece, and the economic piece eventually as well. Giving people addresses and all that stuff can allow them to participate in the political system, get some representation, and when they can advocate for themselves, they can become stewards of the land.
The grounding base to everything that we do around reforestation, food sovereignty, solar, as well as, tiny homes, has an economic opportunity. People can go to work. 27 years ago, when I first arrived here, the very first thing I did was turned over the soil and start planting a garden. Lost my dad to, diabetes, and thought, okay, we need to educate people around live food, how to change the diet, That's been my whole kick behind that, to bring awareness and educate people here. Today we partnered up with the Oglala Sioux tribe here, and we was able to bring forth this wonderful garden and supporting the elderly here with fresh live food.
I've never had any previous gardening experience, and that's why I'm always researching and trying to make sure I don't mess anything up, because I want them to have, because I like seeing their faces when I bring them squash or tomatoes, and they're all happy. Really, you really did make us a garden,
If people in your community see you growing, then they're going to ask you about it. And guess what? You become a leader in your community, and not just a leader, a female leader. And so I saw them pause and all of a sudden light up. They became so shiny. Yeah, we are becoming Lakota female leaders in our society, in our community, and it was so touching.
Just like one of the old grandfathers shared, Tatanka Iotaka, Sitting Bull, he said, let's put our minds together and see what we can develop for the future generations. It's at that point. We need to be coming together, our native history with the non-native history spin you know, a terrible time. But we're still in that history book. We're just in a new chapter.